Paul Boateng, former Chief Secretary to the Treasury and British High Commissioner to South Africa, looking at 21st century challenges. For me, Africa is the next great frontier in terms of mobile telephony and ICT generally. What's not as well known as it ought to be are the exciting things that are actually happening on the ground. In Kenya, the development of financial services using mobile phones. Ordinary people connected with each other, with business, with the world of finance and capital through an expanding mobile telephone network. In post-conflict resolution, let's take on board the fact that in a place like the Eastern DRC, at the end of conflict, the first businesses you see, and I've seen it for myself, moving along the high roads in the bush in Eastern DRC, the first thing you see springing up in these little villages along the way, the first sign of commercial activity and a return to some sort of normality is the fact that you've got mobile telephone kiosks selling time, selling phones, a first step towards economic growth and engagement on the part of the citizenry with something more than conflict. And the good news is this is something we ought to be using in order to promote access to markets for farmers, in order to promote primary health care. And I've seen for myself examples in places like Ghana of traditional leadership making available places and resource for charities, for mobile telephone companies, corporate social responsibility arms to come in and to create the sort of centres that we now have under the auspices of the MTN Foundation, which are about using ICT for education, using it in order to provide a centre for village activity around self-advancement, community development, and economic engagement. It's good news for the future. It's the next great hope for Africa.